Going to talk about Castor and Camber. Very critical part of the setup of your race car. Very key to handling. A lot of things happen in the front end, statically and dynamically associated with Castor and Camber. I mean, one of the big things about when you go to design a front end is you want to design it to either make sure that you're not changing the Castor angle to reduce the amount of camber that you lose during roll. So getting this set and making it repeatable will greatly improve your racing program. A lot of misconceptions. We're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into all of the technical side of doing this. What we want to do is we want to make the average racer be able to repeat what he does and be able to continue to make changes to maintain the angles in the front end and be able to do that consistently. What we have here is another product from Longacre. This is our Castor camber gauge. On this particular car here, wide 5 setups, you will have to use a adapter or either a gauge that screws onto the snout of the spindle. I don't like to put the Castor camber gauges. They do make some outfits like this here. They do make a product like this that your Castor camber gauge goes into, and this slides onto the wheel of the race car. Like I said, the key here is repeatability. So I like to make the Castor camber gauge actually fasten itself to the snout of the spindle. And as long as you're maintaining that your spindles are straight and square, every reading that you take from this, take it from ride height with the toe in the car, where the car sits facing forward like you would race it. The camber angles, very easy reading. You have positive camber degrees on this side, negative camber degrees on this side. It's adjusted by moving the spindle in and out. Usually on the upper A-frame. On stock type cars, you can't adjust the lowers. You're going to make all that adjustment in the upper A-frame. If you need more camber, more negative camber on the left side, you move the wheel out, the ball joint mount out away from the race car. Checking the Castor, a little bit harder. The key here, a lot of the gauges have a straight line. You can use this and you can eyeball it, you can string line the floor, but mainly what this gauge is interested in is equal amounts of turn in both directions. And always start first by turning the wheel outward. And this is for the Castor angle. So what I like to do is I'll put a pair of vice grips on the steering shaft. I'll start by turning the wheel out with it level. So I'm going to go 90 degrees on this, actually 180 degrees of steer to the outside of the car, always away from the car. On the right side, you would turn to the left or the right to go move the wheel away from the car. You come to your Castor gauge here in the middle, you set this at 0. Move the bubble right to the middle. Make sure that your level is level. Notice this is attached to the actual snout, so that's level. We're at 0. Then we're going to turn this back a full 360 degree turn. So that's 180. Then I'll move this again back to my 90 degree mark. And I'll take another turn. And then I'll take my reading. And this one says that I have 2.5 degrees positive. So that means that the angle from the top here to the bottom here is 2.5 degrees with the ball joint to the rear of the car. On stock type suspensions, that adjustment will still have to be made in the upper control arm. That's why you see so many uppers with so many different lengths and different angles, and so many different types of front end geometry on modifieds and so forth. On most late models you can adjust it with the lower drag link here at the bottom. And just make sure that you're making repeatable numbers, that you're paying real close attention to how far the wheel travels. Like I said, always start, your first number one go-to is to turn the wheel 180 degrees away from the car. On the left side, you turn to the left. On the right side, you turn to the right. And after that, you're on your way home. Keep track of your changes, and hopefully this will improve your racing program.